What's up? What's happening? It's your girl, Umanah.
I do it for the turn up. And we ain't going nowhere. We praise him because it's necessary. So watch us turn this place into a sanctuary.
Umanah.
I do it for the turn up.
She's a G for Jesus.
And I'll come to praise his name.
You're listening to Sunday Inspiration with your girl, Umanah. What's up? What's happening? It's Sunday, March 13th, 2022, and welcome to the Poetic Praise edition of Sunday Inspiration with your girl, Umanah. That's music from Earnest, Pugh with Thank You So Much. I hope y'all remembered to spring forward last night so you didn't show up an hour late for everything today. I'm not going to tell y'all that I forgot all about daylight savings time and was wondering why my clocks were all wonky. We'll just keep that to ourselves, okay? Just our little secret. Now, before I go on, I have to send a shout out to my church, St. Paul Church in District Heights, Maryland, where the senior pastor is Pastor Robert J. Williams Sr. and the co-pastor is Pastor Robert J. Williams Jr., known affectionately as Pastor Bobby. Now, I've got to send a shout out to the youth and young adult ministry, which led today's service, as they do every second Sunday. They are always such a blessing. God bless them, and we thank God for them. Now, at St. Paul, we have gone back to limited in-person service to allow for social distancing. We do require proof of vaccination and pre-registration to attend on Sunday, but if you're not able to join us in person, you can still be a part of the service online. We stream the service every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. So for more information, you can go to the church's official website, spchurchonline.com. Again, that's S as in Saint, P as in Paul, online.com for all the details. And when the doors are again fully open on the other side of this COVID-19 pandemic, if you're in the DMV, I pray to see you there. St. Paul is a church where you will feel welcome and you will feel the love of God from the moment you walk through the door. And that's why I've been a part of the St. Paul family for about 13 years and counting now. Now, coming up, I have a spoken word piece from Gloria, Umanah. It's called Be Still. You're listening to the Poetic Praise edition of Sunday Inspiration with your girl, Umanah. What's up? What's happening with your girl, Umanah? Now, I come to bring you the latest and greatest in gospel music every Sunday right here on the Sunday Inspiration edition of Justified Madness. But if you want to get your worship and praise on all through the week, let me tell you about this cool Facebook page, y'all. It's facebook.com/sounds, SOUNDZ from heaven. Again, Facebook.com/sounds, SOUNDZ from heaven. Make sure you're tuning in, get your worship and praise on every day, and don't forget to like and share, and join me every Sunday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time for the Sunday Inspiration edition of Justified Madness.
You can trust God with your forgiveness. You can trust God with your shame. You can trust God to get to heaven when you die. But the real question is this: do you trust him with timing? Some of us will say, oh, I worship Jesus. I'm going to see Jesus face to face when I die. But the real question isn't in the by and by when I die. It's what am I going to do in the meantime? And what if he doesn't show up in the exact moment, in the exact way that I expected him to show up? And what if I'm not married at the same time my girlfriends are married? And what if God doesn't pay my bill when it's due? And what if God doesn't develop and deliver me from the addiction in the first year? What if it doesn't work the first time, the second time, the third time? Then the question becomes not just do I trust that God will do it, but do I trust when he wants to do it?
It's a praise party and everybody's invited. You're listening to Sunday Inspiration with your girl, Umanah.
I remember it well.
It's Sunday Inspiration with your girl, Umanah, and that's a spoken word piece from Ezekiel, Azonwu, and it's called Just God. When I tell you that spoke to every inch of my spirit, what a powerful message. I pray that it ministered to your spirit as well, especially if you're carrying a lot of baggage from life and are struggling with loss and adversity. This is a reminder that no matter how big your problems may be, God is bigger, and He is not only able, but willing with open arms to love us just where we are and fix everything that's broken in our lives. Now, a quick programming note. I'll be back on the air this Wednesday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time for the Way Back Wednesday edition of Justified Madness. We're taking a musical trip back to the 80s for some music and fun. I'm on the air every Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time on blogtalkradio.com/justifiedmadness. Now, if you miss any episodes, no worries. You can catch up on every episode of my podcast on Blog Talk Radio, again at blogtalkradio.com/justifiedmadness, or search for the Sunday Inspiration Podcast on iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Podchaser, Podpage, Google Podcasts, and just about anywhere else you get your podcasts. Now, before I move on, I got to send a shout out to my official promo team, Team J1 Yvette. You can follow them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Team J1 Yvette. That's run by my girls Tracy in Richmond, VA, and Amina in Los Angeles, California. Again, it's at Team J1 Yvette on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And also make sure you're following me on Twitter at J1 Yvette1. That's JWANYVETTE and the number 1. I'm no longer able to take live calls, but I do live tweet every single show, so make sure you're following me there. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and fan page at Justified Madness 31. Now I want to send a shout out to my husband Ellis, my big sis Debbie Deb, my St. Paul family, all my fam bam, whether by blood or by love. I love y'all to life, and I love you for real. Much love to my twamly, my young nation, all my mad hatters, Shane, and last but never ever least, my daughter Jessie. She is the voice that opens up my Justified Madness show every Wednesday and Saturday night. And coming up, I've got music from Kevin Shabach with I'm Up Early 22. I like to go to my CHH playlist on Poetic Praise Sunday because hip-hop is indeed a form of poetry, even in the Christian music world. And on the other side of the commercial, I've got music from the Walls Group and Stand Still. Now, if you're listening on another platform other than Blog Talk Radio, I'll be back after a quick break with a final word for the night. God bless you, and thanks for tuning in. You're listening to Sunday Inspiration with your girl, J1 Yvette. What's happening? It's your girl J1 Yvette. I'm sending a shout out to my girl Darlene McCoy. You can listen to her every night on The Nightly Spirit with Darlene McCoy, and also Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell and the Willie Moore Jr. Show at Almighty 98.3 on your FM dial in Summerton, South Carolina, or you can click on cbsumter.com/almighty983 to listen worldwide. From traditional gospel to the new sounds of Christian music, you're listening to Sunday Inspiration with your girl J1 Yvette. What do you do? The International Rescue Committee is taking donations that will help refugee families to survive, recover, and rebuild their lives. Click on help.rescue.org/donate/Ukraine-ACQ. Again, that's help.rescue.org/donate/Ukraine-ACQ, or call 1-855-9-RESCUE. That's 1-855-973-7283. Your donation will help to provide food, medical care, and emergency supplies. And if you're not in a position to donate financially, that's okay, because your prayers definitely do go a long way. I'll see you this Wednesday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time for the Way Back Wednesday edition of Justified Madness on blogtalkradio.com/justifiedmadness. The International Rescue Committee is taking